Hello farmers and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana, and yes, that is our corn. The corn, quote unquote, is ready for harvest. Now what I wanted to do, I wanna silage it or chaff it when it's in the last growth stage. So we are technically in the first day of fall, which on the top right hand corner says mid-September. So the day before, the last day of summer, the corn still was not in the final growth stage. It was still kind of like a short corn. Skip one day, and this is what I get. So I reload the game just to make sure. I went back a day. Yeah, the corn was like knee-high, and, well, here we are. So, yeah, the reason why we want to chaff it when the corn is the last growth stage, you want the moisture in the stalk to help ferment it when we put it in the bunker silo. But, yeah, here we are. The corn is dry. It's ready to be chaffed up. So we got the forage harvest over here. Our Peterbilt with our new trailer that we bought over here as well. I have taken care of the lime in the soybean field number 17. We got lime spread on that, so that's good to go. Does not need nitrogen because it's soybean, so that field's ready to go. I did take a quick look and see what the prices were for the fields. Let me go to the map. Might be easier to kind of see what we're doing here. The prices for these fields here, because I'm thinking fields 13 through 17, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I might merge all these together in the future and make this our cereal crop in the spring/summer and soybean in the fall. I might merge these all together, or I just might merge 13, 17 and merge these together and leave me like a little bit of an area down the center to move things around. What else have I done? Oh, I've cleaned up the shop around here. Let's just go visit this. Am I stuck in the gas? No, I thought I was stuck in the gas can. So over here, yeah, I've been washing things up, putting some things away, so it's looking better over here. I got the drill back here. This drill, the 1870, it just squeezes through these pillars here. The wheels, though, do rub on the pillars as it backs up, but you got to get it pretty well squared up. And it took me just one try, though. I got it back there, so I'm proud of myself on that. Got the spreader in here. That's washed up. The Deutz-Fahr is washed up. I moved the plow forward so I get the forage harvester out. But we're going to start our day actually up. Let me just keep teleporting until I get where I want to teleport. Hang on. Yeah, you may have saw something there in a second. Yeah, we got a crop sensor up here, and Frank is going to be doing some work. So I wanted Frank to fertilize the grass field, so I sent up on a worker. And I came back and I checked on him. I'm like, why is he not spreading fertilizer? I couldn't figure out what's going on, so I went to precision farming. If we come up here, field number 1, outdated data. I don't want to say finally, but yeah, there it is. So we got to do some crop sensing on field number 1 here. So let me go ahead and, yep, hitting the wrong button. Need to unfold it. Let's lift it on up. And you need to do that. Course generation, field number 1, do 1 headland. And I'm going to narrow it down to 17. Alright, and first waypoint, first waypoint, go to work. So when you have outdated data, even though when you come in the field, it just says bad and bad, I went to spread fertilizer in it, and it did absolutely nothing. So now we're going to come over here. Yeah, the Steiger's already up here to compact our chaff, but I got this belt. We're going to get one anyways. This is a modded one. I hope this is the correct one I need. I hope this one has a pickup on it. I got so many modded belts I tried out, and I need to delete some of them. So hopefully this is the correct one. I haven't tried it yet. So the reason why I got the belt is this bunker over here. Now it's telling me field level is 0. I bought the belt because at the end of last episode it said 8,333. Yeah, so this is an old trick I remember when I was picking up the hay and the grass fields. This is an old trick that we used to do. So if you, this belt here, I think has the automatic pickup on it. So if you ever get a bunker that has like silage and you can't find out, or whatever you got in your bunker and you can't find out where it is, if you get a belt system like this belt I think will pick up anything and just drive the belt through, it'll pick it up. So if you got like silage in the wall somewhere, that will fix it. So wait, is the silage gone over here? Yeah, the silage is gone over here. I did not do anything on that. I just figured when I was picking up the hay before I started recording today, I'm like, I remember an old trick. But we're gonna get a belt system anyways at some point. So here it is. We got ourselves a belt. Right now, let me just go ahead and park it over here. Yeah, this thing burns down the road at a whopping 3 miles an hour. So let's just get this out of the way. So that's one less thing I don't have to worry about today. I was wondering, I hope this works. But I didn't want to do it without showing you guys the trick. But I guess I can't show you the trick because the chaff is not, the silage is not there. How are the cows doing? The cows are doing really good. I did have to put some straw in it the other day. So we're up to 62,000. And of course, straw almost every day for bedding. They're going through the bedding quite a bit. 191 cattle is what we're at. And the milk is already up to almost 50,000 liters. Are we full on the water? We're full on the water. I do need to clean them on out. And it looks like they might be out of straw bedding again. Is that full? Or do I have a bale here? Nope, the bale is gone. So almost a bale of straw a day. So 20,000 liters of straw almost every day for bedding. That bird's doing some defying stuff there. All right, so how are we doing here? Oh, you know what? I did it again. I forgot to turn on the crop sensor. Frank, hang on a second. Because you didn't learn from my mistakes last time either. Let's go ahead and stop driver. You think I would have learned the first time, but no. Now let me go ahead and turn that on. And first waypoint drive, there you go. So usually when you do course play, the course play will turn the equipment on and off for you, but for some reason it doesn't do it for the crop sensor. Alright, so yeah, we can start to see some data coming in, which is good. If I hop out here, so pH value is bad and nitrogen is bad is what you're saying? Yeah. So we'll take care at some point. But let's get on down here and start the work process. Where are we here? This is where we need to be. So now the question is, we had a little problem last year doing some chaff on the edge of this field. So I'm hoping this works out well for us this time. So this New Holland forage harvester is the in-game New Holland, but the header is a modified one. It's actually a crone header, and it's going to harvest at a pretty good darn speed, so I better be ready to go with this thing. You know, I'm not going to try to get too close to the edge. If there's some left over, I'll get it later on. Alright, so I think if I just go ahead and hire myself a worker, and now we'll grab our new trailer here. Let me go ahead and uncover the... No, I said uncover. And I think if I follow right behind it, first off, it's going to be good to go. Oh, he's booking it on down here. So last year when he got halfway down here, the worker stopped and turned around. So I hope we don't have that problem this year. But as we saw last year when I went to take care of the cornfield afterwards, there was some dead crops in here, so I'm wondering if the forage harvester got mixed up with what crop was in front of it. It's like, I can't do that. So are you going to go all the way through? I think you are. So it'll be kind of interesting. I think we ended up with just shy of 1 million liters of silage last year, or chaff. So I wonder what we'll get this year out the field. Not too sure, because last year, like I said, we did it when the crop was in the last growth stage, so it was green. And that's usually when you want to do it, to get the moisture from the crop in there. That was kind of interesting. I'm going to turn around, not in the farmer's field. And now I can come up beside it. And we can go right along here. Now the problem is, when I get full, he's going at such a fast speed, he might go through some of the crops. Little by little we'll get this done. In the meantime, I got to keep my eye on Frank when he gets done doing the crop sensing. I'll have to get him get ready to spread some manure on that field, get one of the grass fields all taken care of. But you are full. Well, no, sorry, I am full. Let's go ahead and put the cover on there, because going down the road with dry corn stalk in the back of a truck like this at high rate of speed, that stuff's going to fly out everywhere. Not that it matters, because I don't have any traffic turned on or anything, so we're the only ones here. How's the soybeans looking? The soybeans looking rather good. Cannot wait for that harvest this year. Put that in storage. So the belt, I should mention, the belt cost me like about 35 grand. So that's where some of the money has gone, and of course some of the money went into the lime for field number 17. I think I had to fill up the lime's Manure Spreader 4 times at about, was it like 5,000? I looked at once, and then I forgot, and I just kept filling up. To me, it didn't matter. You got to spend the money to make money. So I just filled up. I think it cost like 20 grand, so about 55 grand I spent since last episode. And I think I kind of misspoke when I said, I think I said last episode, at night we're paying like 2 grand for vehicle and property maintenance. Yeah, it's not even 300, so it's right around 300. This entryway is just a little bit narrow for the angle I need to cut into it, but we're going to be fine. Let's come over to here. Now we got a nice clean bunker. Let's hopefully we don't have any issues. And I should be able to hit Control I. Or is it this one? It's got to be left Control I to unload. Try to do it nice and even if I can. Got to go fast, but not too fast. I don't want to get too much chaff near the end of the bunker, because when I go to compact it, they'll start coming on out. So there's 90,000. That's one of probably a dozen trips we got to make. So you can see I did pick up the hay that was left in this field rather well. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to mention, because I talked about we had a patch of grass that did not grow this season, and then I cut it. You can see it's actually right here. And it's actually a 1 stage higher than the rest of the grass now, which seems kind of weird. But I don't have to replant grass if it doesn't grow. Grass should just always grow, I think. Not too sure. So as for the corn, I was kind of disappointed when the corn went from like first growth stage right to harvest stage. It didn't hit that second growth stage at all. Just like, here it is. I'm like, did I not check it the day before? Did I not give it enough time? Because with seasons, sometimes if you go fast forward at a high rate of speed, you got to let the map catch up to itself and let the crops and fields adjust to where it needs to be. And sometimes if you look too quickly, yeah, the crops have not adjusted to the day that you're on. So I thought that's what happened. I reloaded, luckily, I got the game saving every 10 minutes. So I reloaded the previous save. And it was the last day of summer. And I sat there for a couple minutes just to make sure. And I'm like, nope. This corn is in the first growth stage. I advanced the next day and boom, here we are. All right, so I'm going to go all the way down to the end of the field and cut back. Probably should have put the cover on the trailer. I can always come back with a forage harvester later on and get that little bit, so I can have the truck on follow me. But for the time being, we're just going to have ourselves a worker doing this for us, and we'll follow the forage harvester. Looking good. So about a row and a half it seems like I can get before I get a full trailer. It will be interesting to see if I don't get a full load or a full 1,000,000 liters, then forage harvesting it before it gets ready to turn like it is now. Or you're going to turn right through the crop. Well, that's fine. You can. But if I did that, I'd be doing some crop damage. Come on, spin that thing around here. You should be able to see the trailer. There you go. Now I do think for for some reason with this combo with the modded header that I have, along with this forage harvester, I think there is a glitch with the mod, because occasionally when I get to an end of a row, we're not actually forage harvesting, it's still spitting out chaff, and sometimes it adds chaff to the trailer. So I'm trying to be careful when I get to the end of the fields to try to get away from the forage harvester as quickly as I can, because for some reason the modded harvester header is making it do that for some reason. It doesn't do it on the original prone that I do, but so I guess the modded header for this harvester is causing some issues. And as of right now, I think this one field of corn chaff is going to be more than enough for a while. But next year, this corn field is going to be actually over in the other field, field number 30. Right, so you know what, you go ahead and turn yourself around. I'm almost at a full trailer, so I might as well go ahead and bring this back up. Yeah, so this field of soybean over here on our right, next season will be the corn. And looks like Frank is done with the crop sensor, so we'll drop that off and hitch up the manure spreader and get him start spreading some fertilizer on that field. I also did check on the cows' ages before I started recording. So the oldest cows that we currently have are 6 years old. So some cows have hit 6. I thought we had some cows that were 7. No cows have passed away as of yet. Every midnight I make sure if you do lose some animals on your farm, at midnight when you get all of the prompts up of like property maintenance, vehicle maintenance, stuff like that, VGA income. If you did have animals that did pass away, and I think that's only in seasons that animals can pass away, you'll get notification like you lost 3 cows, 2 pigs, and a chicken, or what have you. And so far we haven't lost any. I'm trying to see what the magic number of age is for cows on this map, and the amount of days we're playing per season. I'm thinking it's going to be 10 for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but I think it's going to be 10. So pretty soon here, once I get a good layer on here, what we may do is stop the chaff harvest that we got going on here and jump in the Steiger and do some compacting, level it out. Until my truck starts getting stuck, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now let's come over here. Frank must have parked down here, right? And where did you park, Frank? Frank, why at the other corner of the field? So it's saying the pH value is okay, and it's just grass, so I'm not going to worry about the lime too much. Okay, I get down here and the pH value is bad, so maybe I will take care of it at some point. Maybe not this fall. We'll see how the weather goes. Alright, let's go ahead and stop driver. Okay, so now we're not going to use course play. Let's go hitch up the manure spreader and get them working. And properly get some manure on this field. 2 stages is what we need when we do cow manure for precision farming. And hydraulic closes, there we go. And my worker should be drawing it directly right from the barn. Yeah, from the GA stall. So when I hire a helper, it won't take any manure out of the trailer. It'll actually just take it right out of the stall, which we got plenty of cow manure, as you can imagine, at this point. But I think probably starting next season when I do the spring planting, and we get a lot of fields that like canola, we're going to be planting. Oh, that's right. I need to plant canola. No, I don't. I gotta wait until I do the soybeans. Yeah, so where's my truck here? Let's, yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. I was thinking after I do the corn, harvest today, I can replant in that field after I plow it and take care of it. But we're moving that cornfield over, so I gotta wait until I harvest the soybeans in the other field before I can plant in the winter canola. I shouldn't be cutting across my grass field with the truck and trailer, but waiting for a little bit more cash to come in again so we can start doing some landscaping. Cash flow, cash flow. Yeah, I'm not taking on a loan. We did that to start the series. Didn't realize it was going to take me that long to pay off $4 million, but it did. But I kept buying stuff. All right, I do believe our forage harvester is at the other end. Let's go ahead and unroll that. And the amount of soybeans we're going to get, I'm going to be kind of happy. Well, kind of happy. I should be extremely happy with the harvest, and I will be extremely happy next summer when the soybean price is up there and we can sell it and bring in a good amount of cash. I am interested in what do they have in this field here, because like I said, for 200 grand, I'm not that far off from being able to purchase that. What are you guys planting over here? Soybean. It is 200 grand for that field. 200 grand even, and I'm at 100. And oh wait, how much milk do I have in storage? 45,000. It's a possibility we could buy that field before the soybean harvest this year. So you're gonna start dumping in. Okay, it's spazzing out there. Trailer's not close enough. It's not seeing the front end of the trailer. There you go. Now you can see it. Yeah, it's putting chaff in before it actually starts harvesting the corn. So I'm going to try to do my best when it gets to the edge of the fields to get away from it so it's not filling it up. Yep, getting ahead, too far ahead, so I got to stay just a little bit behind you at the beginning. I feel like we're not going to get nearly as much chaff as we did last season because the crop is dry. Oh, sorry, I blocked you for a second. Okay, didn't think I did, but whatever. I'm not worried at all running out of silage yet because we got the other bunker we haven't opened up yet. Should have 650,000 liters of silage in there. And of course, this chaff that we're getting today will be silage in a couple of days anyways, so we'll have plenty of it. But I'm going to use up the other bunker first. Yep, you're still filling me up even though you're not forage harvesting anything. I've used that header before and that didn't do that, so I wonder if I switch it over the forage harvester to the crone, if it'll stop doing that. So far, harvesting this today is going much better than the first time around. I think us plowing the field last year after the harvest reset the field, so the harvester wasn't seeing different crop types at the edge of the fields. Alright, I am full. Yeah, part of me at one point when I was thinking how to do this map, one point I was thinking about putting the silo bunkers down here for the chaff and compact it here. Then it's like, well, then I got to transfer the silage after it's made up to the farm. Then I was like, okay, how about if I do the cornfields up here? I'm like, yeah, those fields are not going to be big enough. And then, yeah, I mean, we're not transporting it that far. It's not actually taking us that long to do it. But I'm starting to think I'm not going to get as much chaff as I did last season. And I thought I would have got more because we maintained the field, we plowed it. I think it's all set on lime and it's definitely all set in fertilizer. So we should be getting the max production out of it. Have to wait and see what we get in total once we get done here. And probably after I dump this, I'll probably do a jump cut and get some more of the field done before I bring it back, because you see me do about, this will be the third load up. I'm not going to compact any chaff as of yet. I think the truck and trailer can get through what I've been doing so far. I'm actually going to start creeping up on this side here a little bit. And I might be able to get one more pass on the side over there. Actually, let me just come over to here a little bit. Yeah, I have no problem driving on that so far. Couldn't do that with the side tipper that we had or the Wilson trailer that we started with. So that's 3 loads. So that's about 270,000 liters. I'm thinking we're going to be way shy of what we got last year. Let me get a couple more runs done, and we'll see how we're getting along. So how is the corn silage harvest going on? Not too bad. I just gotta learn next time. I should learn from my mistakes, but I hardly ever do. I actually need to just start compacting the chaff with the Steiger after the first trip. I just kept saying, I've been able to do it in the past where I can just keep driving up over it. As long as I, dump the chaff in the bunker evenly, I can just keep going and going and going. It's not a problem. Well, I got stuck. And once you get stuck and you're unloading, and by the time your door closes on your trailer, you leave like a big mound in the middle of the bunker. So I was actually thinking about doing a time lapse when I cut away last time. I said, I shouldn't be doing a time lapse. I'll just do a time lapse. And for a little while it was working, but then once the mound started and I was having some issues, I've been having to compact a couple times myself. The Steiger right now is getting stuck once in a while because I got a couple big mounds in the bunker. We're going to see how it's going. It's not that bad, honestly. But if I started compacting from the get-go, I would not have a problem whatsoever. Because that Steiger takes care of compacting this chaff really quick. I have not looked to see how much we got up there. And I've lost track of how many loads I'm bringing up there. But it's not... I didn't think I was going to get near it. Like I said, I think we just fell just short of 1 million liters of chaff last season. And I think this year, we're right on track, honestly. And I remember doing the test before. Did I do the test or... well, someone did the test. I can't remember if I did it way back when. Or I know Mr. Sealy P did it as well. Doing chaff when the corn's in the last stage of growth or when it's ready for harvest. There wasn't much difference. Now with seasons... there's so many different variables, it could be a little bit different here and there. You saw the Steiger actually got stuck. I got it on course play. And I did actually save the path that I got going because I want to use it in the future as well. But actually I didn't want to come in here. I want to dump this. There's that big mound there because I got stuck. So he's been going around it. And I'm done trying to go through it at this point. I've been going through it until this load here. And yep, now it's time for me just to back on in and dump it on in. But try to do it evenly enough, because this side over here is not as bad as the front side is. So hopefully I can get it in here relatively well. And I'm going to try to do it like right down the center. Yeah, the trailer is what's really getting stuck the most right now when I go through here. And he should stop there shortly. As long as I leave an even pile for him, he should be fine. Just need to go a little bit slower. We're going to have one more trailer load. But he really can't wait to get that done. I should be going out this gate here. But I still have to... yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way, realistically, when I get to the end of the bunker to exit on out of here and then go down the road. Probably better than going through my grass field. But I haven't checked, like I said, I haven't checked on the silage yet, or I keep saying silage, it's actually chaff currently, to see how much we've actually got. But I think it's going to be pretty darn close. Hopefully you're not going to slip and slide. If you do, it's not that big of a deal. I got home run, then I can take over and compact it. I'm not going to try to correct it because, yeah, I'm leaving some rough spots for them. No, you got it taken care of. The Steiger with dual wheels on it, that 50-year anniversary edition we got going, that tractor does pretty well on its own. See, it slips once in a while, then it corrects itself. But I'm leaving it some rough jobs to do over. Boy, our trailer got dirty really quick doing one job. What I have the dirt setting on? Is it, slow, medium, or fast? Not too sure. But equipment seems to get rather dirty. Yeah, so we're just about done with the harvest down here. I think we can fit the rest of it in the trailer. I'm going to leave that corn standing over there. There's a little bit of corn in the center because I got too close to the machine, the forage harvester, and I was blocking it, so it turned off the header for a short time. I got out of the way, so that's why it's a little bit there. But on the edge of the field, I'm going to go ahead and leave that corn there, and I'm going to do some landscaping and kind of bring the field a little bit further away from the road and the telephone poles, just because for future work around here, I want to make sure we don't get our headers for workers and whatnot don't get stuck. Definitely going to be able to fit everything into one trailer. No, we're not done. No. You may think you're done because, yeah, there's no more corn where you are. We'll zip you around. So that field of soybeans right there for 200 grand, that is something that I can definitely possibly buy by the end of the season. Alright, so are you going to recognize that? You are. So I definitely am going to need to plow this field, but I got a long time to do that. I'm not going to plant in this field until next spring, and it's going to be wheat / barley / oats, whatever gives us some straw. I'm over here, Mr. Worker. Can you see me? Well, let's say it's Frank Jr., I guess. Frank is probably in the Steiger compacting it. Looks like he's stuck again. Can't blame him. I'm not helping him out too much, but yeah, next time I'll definitely have to start compacting right from the get-go, and it won't be an issue at all. The next time I'll be in the right side bunker, so I'll have to set up a course for that. But I got a decent-sized course going for the left side bunker. Yeah, when I first started the course play and got it going, when I was getting stuck, yeah, I was having pretty good success with that course going right there. Well, this field isn't quite square on the map. This field number 17. But we're going to get most of the corn here. Any leftover corn, not going to worry about it too much. Actually, I'm almost going to get a full trailer out of this. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Alright, we're going to call that good. And you know what? I know you're going to see that little bit of corn there, but we're not going to go ahead and bother with that. Make sure I'm out of the field, because as soon as I take over, yep, I'm going to get a little bit of crop destruction because I'm in that field. It's a little bit, but not too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and fold up the header. And then put in the pipe. Might as well bring it over to the shed, and I'll have to clean it on up and put it away for next season. So 2 harvests in, so you can see how long this harvest takes me. I got 2.4 hours on the forage harvester. So it does take me about an hour, a little bit over an hour to do that field. But next year it's going to be, in this field over here, it's going to be a little bit harder to do because of the shape of the field. So I've never used course play with a forage harvester, so I wonder how that go over. I don't want to use a worker because that's going to be... Alright, brakes don't really work well on the machine when you got it turned off, Peanut. You should know that by now. Boy, this thing does not slow down the greatest. Need some better brakes than that. Let's go over to the truck. That's where I figured you were going to be stuck. I'll help you out there a little bit. And we'll get you going again. Why does that keep turning into activate? That should be on deactivate. Drive course. Alright, our last load of chaff going on up. So I do have some things I could be doing until the fall harvest, which is just going to be soybeans. I need to take care of the grass fields, make sure they're fertilized, limed, and all that fun stuff. I'll probably do a little bit of, well, yeah, I'll probably do that in between episodes. Won't take me too long, but I think next time will probably be maybe soybean harvest. And also at the same time, we maybe go ahead and be plowing the cornfield and just get it all set and do a little bit of landscaping on that field. Take a couple seconds to take care of that edge of the field, I think. But I think we'll put Frank in the harvester, and he'll start harvesting the soybeans. And while we're waiting for the combine to fill up, we'll be in the Deutzfahrer with the subsoiler taking care of that cornfield and getting it set for wheat next season. Wheat, barley, oats, whatever. I got to get some manure on this grass field here. Make sure we take care of the cows. That's the most important. Are you going to get stuck there again? It's going to be 50-50 if you get stuck. No, he's not going to get stuck this time. A different approach into this gate here. When I put down the side of the bunker and I saw the exit there and the entrance on the other side, I'm like, oh, this is going to be perfect. It's not perfect, it's far from it, but it can work. What, we got to do a little bit more landscaping around here. All right, let's, whoops, wrong way. Let's jump into the Steiger and stop this worker. You don't have to run into my trailer. I know you may be a little upset at me the way I was placing in the chaff, but deal with it. All right, that should be deactivated. Let me go ahead and left bunker. There we go. And if I go back. We'll delete that one. There we go. I think I'm all set. Nope, I want to do that. Let's go ahead and dump this last trailer in. I'm not sure what I'm stuck on here. What are we stuck on? Oh, my landscaping. Alright, so I gotta do a little bit better landscaping. Can I go forward, backwards? Alright, we'll do this. Yeah, we're over that spot. And now that I got the HUD up, you can see where just at 900,000 actually is fully compacted already. So that Steiger that makes quick work of compacting chaff. I'm going to give you a little bit more work to do here. I'm backing in like it's my first day here. I want to get a little bit close to the other bunker if I can. Alright, I'm backing in that far and now I'm stuck, so hopefully I can drive forward. And I can't. There we go. A little bit of that trick of releasing the trailer, hooking back up to the trailer, we'll get it free. I do know there's levelers you can use out there. I tried using them when they first came out in 17. Was it 17 or 15? I do not like them at all. It's just not my thing. I can't really make it work that well, and it doesn't work for me, so... Yep. Alright, so don't have to compact it too much, because it's already at, well, it was at 100%. Now it's down to 92%. So we ended up with just shy of 1 million liters again. So, yeah, waiting for it to be ready for harvest, or just before it's ready for harvest. Looks like we're getting about the same amount of chaff off the field. But I mean, if I can do it that way, I might as well do it before it's ready for harvest, because you're cutting down the growth time, and it gives you a couple more days to work in the field. So in a couple days, we're going to have 1.5 million liters of silage. So we'll start using the silage in the other bunker. Use up what we can, and next year sometime in August, before we do another corn silage harvest, we'll have to empty out that bunker and sell any silage we got left, because silage is only good for about 2 years. And that silage on the right side bunker that's covered is a year old. And this Steiger doesn't really get stuck easily. And you can actually put triple wheels on this, but I only put dualies because getting over the bridge would not happen. So if I start compacting it from the get-go next time, you can see how flat it's making it as I go over it. But I waited until I got stuck, and then that just caused problems, and it made mounds here and there. I will say this Steiger did keep, I mean, it gained on the humps here and there, which allowed me to go as far as I did. But hopefully next year when I do the right side bunker, if I start from the get-go, it's going to look so much better. And just like that, we are fully compacted. There we go. Fully compacted. I'm going to have a little bit of residue, I think, sticking out of the bunker, but let me go ahead and let's do that and that. Come over here and cover it. Very little. And a little bit here. Maybe like 3,000 liters I'll lose. But we got fully fermented over here. I can uncover it whenever. And we probably don't need some, well, maybe in a couple days. We're at 7,000. And like I said, I got some milk to sell. But as for today, I think I'm going to be pretty much done. No, I may actually grab, in between episodes, like I said, I may get the first stage of fertilizer on this grass field over here before the grass starts getting too tall. Then I've got to wait for the grass to grow again before I can put a second layer on it. And probably at some point before we harvest it next year, we'll come up with the Manure Spreader and put some lime on the grass fields as well. But we did scan field number 1, so pH level is looking so-so, and now nitrogen level is looking one stage better than this grass field over here. Nitrogen, all these fields down here doesn't really matter because these are soybean, and of course this field we just harvested. So, but if I go to this page now, this field should need to be plowed, which it does. And actually field 14 needs to be plowed as well. So if I were to purchase that for 200 grand, need to go ahead and plow that. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one.